24 News, midday.
Today's top story, you are not the father. Yes, you've heard Jerry Springer say it plenty of times, but this time it has a bit of a political twist. The woman Congressman Steve Cohen claimed was his daughter is not.
The hottest day of the year.
Hot
tamale Jackie Orozco's
yes,
birthday.
It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Jackie. Did you want to sing to her?
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jackie. Go ahead.
Happy birthday.
Questions this morning about tornado warnings, turf protection, and trimming a budget. Specifically, why the Memphis Fire Department is spending $500,000 a year to duplicate an emergency management office. Investigation is underway after a man is found dead in an apartment swimming pool in downtown Memphis. Officers found the man around 6 this morning at Park Towers Apartments in Summer. When you're doing a training session like this, I mean, how long does it usually last? Are we talking about
an hour it is.
Okay.
Wow.
Body shots. Switch. Bring it back.
Okay.
You know what? I forgot what we were doing over here.
Box hops. Come around this side. Just
Come on, pay attention.
I'm getting this.
Okay, I don't know what you were doing.
Okay, there we go.
All right, bring it back.
Okay, let me tell you this. He tried to razz me, tried to joke me a few minutes ago. Sean is 6'2", as you can see. I'm not 6'2", but that's okay. I'm going to stand on my confidence. He actually told me, we can stand back to back. He actually told me right before the break, he said, you know, you guys are coming over here for the little two-shot. Are you going to need the box? I'm upset by that, but that's okay.
It might help.
Hold on 1 second. We got a little time. It's the holiday. Let's take a little time. I'm gonna get this box to see how tall.
There you go.
Well, this does make me a little bit taller.
Although it's kind of that awkward tall. You think you were right.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna stand on my confidence this morning. But enough of the height jokes. You at home. How are we looking on the web? Back this morning. The NBA draft is set for tonight, and Grizzlies fans only have one question: who will the team be drafted?
State of Virginia is missing an I, pretty obvious one there, turning it into Virginia, I think. The word there too is missing. That was.
What are you? Don't look at me. Now you want to pop me up. I had nothing to do with that story. She was reading it, and they popped me up. That's fine. I'm going to move on. Don't think I'm going to read the rest of that. Move the teleprompter up. Go to the next thing. You're not going to pop me with that one. No way. Florida.
I'm glad I didn't have to finish
yes,
that story.
Yes, see,
I can't stop laughing.
I'm mad that they tried to put me on the spot. Look, I was not commenting on that.
Right.
Rights activists in Arkansas are lining up to get a new ballot measure to get rid of the state's ban on gay marriage. A gay rights group submitted a proposed constitutional amendment to remove the ban that was approved by voters in 2004. You know what? That's not bad. That's not half bad.
That's good.
But see, the most important thing now, I mean, we've made that. It's great to be creative, but you know what I've been waiting for?
To eat it.
Eat it?
Can I just eat one? Anyone I want?
Anyone you want.
Let me go for the American flag.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is the most important thing.
So you guys have cake classes and you have
Monroe County will buy new weapons for the Sheriff's Department from a Louisiana-based company. Supervisors agreed last week to the Sheriff's recommendation to buy the guns from Barney's Police Supplies based in Louisiana.
98 degrees, though, for today.
Yeah, so if you're having a little Lauren Raymer party, I suppose. You know, because ain't no party
like a Lauren Raymer party.
That's a Lauren Raymer party.
Because I like to listen at 98 degrees, too. Whoa, crickets.
Look, that's the sound of a bad joke when everybody's like, you know, but hey, she tried. That's all that's important.
I think we're having too much fun this Thursday.
Yeah, thank you, Lauren. Thank you very much. Work on those jokes. Coming up this morning, it's called the Pork Report. Police are trying to identify the body found burned inside a car on Tuesday afternoon. The car was found inside the intersection of Point Church and Hawkins Mill in the Raleigh-Fraser area. Okay, this next story, this is the one you've been waiting for. The most important story of the week. We are 1 week away from the return of the Twinkie. Yes,
Yay!
Twinkies will be back in stores July 15th. Before you guys even get into it, I'm going to tell you. Lola is heavy. I'll tell you that right now. Wow.
She's a hefty lady.
Yeah, she started rotating certain places. As a man, you don't want her to go, but that's fine. That's fine. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool.
Pull her around it.
Now, I don't want to be selfish. Joy, do you want to hold Lola?
Oh, sure.
Was why I had to go. Speak out, let your feelings show. Well, I plant a little seed to watch it grow.
too cool for the pool.
When the kids are out of school.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
That was something.
That was something.
That was something.
I'm not sure what it was.
Unfortunately, for many women without insurance or those who are underinsured, that may not be a viable option. However, a major grant is allowing doctors at Baptist Memorial Hospital DeSoto to fill in the gap for a large number of women in Mississippi who need this critical testing.
We'll do one from the front and then we'll turn it sideways and do one from the side.
Okay. Donna Gardner knows all too well the fear associated with breast cancer.
That's good.
With a family history, she knew at an early age keeping a close eye on her health would be key.
It really scared me because I have an aunt that has breast cancer, and it's just something that I needed to get done.
But she had a major problem: no health insurance.
It's very scary. You know, I thought, what am I going to do? You know, how much is this going to cost and everything? Because I knew it was, expensive.
Robin Simpson, director of radiology with Baptist Memorial Hospital DeSoto, says unfortunately it's not an uncommon issue. With tests that can range upwards of $500, many times those who can't afford it will simply risk their health.
Because a lot of women will think $500, well, that's rent, that's a mortgage payment, that's a lot of groceries, that's clothes for my child, so therefore they will not spend that money on themselves.
Every year, thousands of women here in the Mid-South are diagnosed with breast cancer. Early detection from an annual mammogram is important for women 35 years of age or older to catch the cancer before it spreads. Baptist Memorial Hospital DeSoto recently received a $60,000 grant from the Coleman for a Cure Foundation to give free mammograms to women without insurance in DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, and Marshall counties.
The soonest we can diagnose it, then the higher the survival rate.
Simpson says that funding will help about 130 women to receive that testing. Garner was one of those lucky recipients.
A couple of days later, they called and said that I had 2 spots that was suspicious looking and that they wanted to do some more testing.
Thankfully, her test came back negative. However, she knows her story could have been a lot different. She believes the program here will certainly help other women on their road to good health as well.
I think it could probably save some woman's life.
It certainly could. And again, that program is strictly for uninsured or underinsured women in DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, Marshall counties in Mississippi. For more information, you can contact the schedule department at the hospital. That number is 662-772-2100.
It's just that it felt so darn weak.
For Frank Swicker, every little step counts.
I want you to try to come down on this leg.
After recently having left knee replacement surgery, Swicker is slowly on the path to doing something most of us probably take for granted.
I got to the point where I couldn't even climb stairs, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'd go 1 foot up and then drag the other one up, and 1 up, drag the other.
For the past few weeks, he's been working with a team of specialists here at Baptist Rehab Germantown. He admits the process has been a difficult one.
Oh, yeah, it's always painful. Well, my philosophy is you go to the point of pain and then try a little farther each time, and that's the only way you can progress.
Most patients here at the skilled rehab unit are elderly and have undergone major joint replacement surgery.
This time, match that leg.
Unit Administrator Rebecca DeRoos says physical therapists here work to get patients back on the path to recovery.
We want them to be able to go home and to function independently, and so that's what our goals are.
We have really been working on his flexion, his bending. It's been limited for a long time.
Therapist Charlene Breyer has been helping Swicker get back on his feet, literally.
It's not his favorite exercise, but he's been a real trooper and he's worked really hard at it.
At the end of the session, it feels so much better. You've got more control of the leg. The knee's working better, everything's working better.
Swicker is certainly thankful for the help he's received here. His mission now, getting back to a normal lifestyle.
In fact, it better be so normal I can go back to playing golf again.
Rodney Dunigan, Local 24 News. The Southeast Memphis organization is using therapy dogs to help improve the well-being of disabled children as well as adults. In today's Local 24 Health Alert, we show you how the program is already making a major impact. It's often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words.
You want boss to lay down? Lay down, boss.
The same can no doubt be said about a smile. Whenever Boss walks into a room here at the Exceptional Foundation of West Tennessee, this is usually the reaction.
Yay, give me 5.
It's just amazing to see the things that we see every day.
Foundation Executive Director Joanne Fusco is also the founder of the Animal Assisted Group Therapy program here. Dogs like Boss are used to help intellectually disabled kids and adults learn and practice daily living skills.
The dogs can do more than the doctors.
The work is also being used as a part of a research study by the University of Memphis to determine how these animals can help those with mental disabilities.
The attention span, the focus, cooperation, compliance, physical movement, which all of those constructs can come together and improve just overall level of functioning on a day-to-day basis for these individuals.
Researcher Catherine Brown says the positive impact is undeniable.
You kind of get those chills because it's so heartwarming.
Fusco believes that Boss benefits just as much as those being served by the Exceptional Foundation.
You want a pet, Boss?
He loves it.
Her hope is that his love will continue to impact lives.
It feels great. I feel like the dogs do all the work and I'm along for the ride.
It is a great program. Now, researchers are into week 5 of an 8-week study into the true effectiveness of the therapy dog program. If successful, the program could quite possibly be a model for how to effectively help folks with mental disabilities. They're also in meetings with administrators at the Memphis International Airport to possibly bring the therapy dogs to the airport to help folks who have a fear of flying. So this research could have a pretty wide-ranging impact.